Good morning and welcome to more Paper Mario. Today, we need to actually go to Koopa Bros Fortress. We did all of the side quests that we can currently do, so all that is left is to actually go to Koopa Bros Fortress. Technically, we could go to the playroom. No, actually, I don't think we can. I was going to say technically we can go to the playroom in Toad Town, but I don't think we actually can. I feel like there was something else that you can get here too, other than just this guy, which I believe I showed off earlier, that plays some fun music and throws some hearts around, which I might as well stock back up on. But I am not seeing that there was anything else to do. I will go ahead and switch to... Actually, no. I'll keep Goombario out for right now. I usually tend to prefer to have Goombario as my lead. Nice try, punk. Oh, actually, here's a good time where we're going to want to do a hammer throw, because those guys can do 2 damage if they hit you, and I'd rather not. And the hammer throw is the only thing that would have been able to hit him in this scenario out of the badges we currently have. Now, one cool thing from having now done all of that running back and forth for the Chuck Quizmo quizzes is I have a lot more practice with the timing on these timed hits now, so I'm quite a bit better at it. I'm still going to mess up quite a bit, I'm sure, but I'm a lot better than I was, so at least there's that. Okay, cool. So, to get that item, we need to use Koops. I keep calling him Koops. Kooper. And that will allow us to get this guy. I'm just gonna dodge this enemy because I don't actually care, or I guess I'll fight him because sure, why not? This is actually a perfect time to show off Kooper's ability of Power Shell. Works just like his regular shell, except it hits all enemies on the ground. Pretty cool. And that will get stronger as he gets stronger, which we'll get back to that later. No entry allowed, Mario. Yours truly, the Koopa Bros. Yeah, well... I have a Koopa on my side, so it didn't really matter. Oh, we've got a new enemy here, a Paratroopa. Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'll go ahead and change to Goombario. This is the other reason why I usually like to just have Goombario out with me. And we get the Paratroopa. No surprise here, Paratroopas are Koopa Troopas with wings. Max HP of 4, attack power 1, defense power 1. When you jump on them or use a power block, their wings will fall off and they become normal Koopa Troopas. Interesting, you can use a power block on them while they're in the air? Interesting. It's easy to beat them once they're normal Koopa Troopas. Give them another jump attack. I think they're pretty cool because they wear sunglasses, but they're not that tough. Alright, yeah, I do have to do the guard quite a bit early too, but I've gotten a lot better at it. So the first hit on that jump will get rid of their wings. The second hit will flip them over. So you can't actually do any damage to them you can't do damage on the first round to Paratroopas. You can only knock off their wings, and if you get the second hit, it will also knock them over once they land. Both very good things to do, mind you. So, gonna want to make sure you're doing so. But, yeah, and I'm just being impatient, so I'm not getting the timed hits there. Not that it matters too much, as long as I get the timed hits in this round, it was going to take the same number of turns either way. I guess I could have hammered there just to guarantee it, but frankly I need more practice on the jump timing than I do the hammer timing. The hammer timing is way easier than the jump timing. There is a badge we can get later yeah, Fire Flower. There is a badge we can get later that will... I guess I'll eat the mushroom. And then I'll get this one back. That will make the timing on all action commands. It specifically says dodging, but it's really all action commands. The timing will become a lot easier. I'm actually going to change to Cooper. I'm burning through MP pretty quickly here, but that's okay. I can get it back pretty easily, I think. There we go. So that'll get rid of those guys, because they can do the most damage. Now, this guy will try and hit me, but he's pretty easy to block when he's that close to me. I just have to pretty much hit the button as soon as he starts moving. We'll get him flipped over. Now, everyone should hopefully already be aware of this, but all of the timing that I'm having to do on this is not the usual timing. So if you're playing along at home, don't listen to me when I'm talking about when I need to hit the button for getting these timings, or you're gonna be way off. It's just me who has to do that. All right. Okay, cool. I wanted to try and jump on him, but it didn't work out for me. Alright, well, let's knock this guy down. Alright, well, I wanted to flip him over too, but we'll just knock him down, I guess. Power Shell to get rid of those guys. There we go. Alright. Yeah, these guys, luckily, can only do 1 damage, so even if you mess up, which I keep doing, it won't matter that much, as long as you guard. Which I'm not doing, so it's mattering, but oh well. I feel like I did it correct there, but okay. It doesn't really matter that much. Once you get these guys flipped over, they're sitting ducks, so even if you mess up your action command, it doesn't really matter. Now, I am out of FP, which is unfortunate, but I'm not that concerned. I can get it back fairly easy, I'm pretty sure. Sometimes they'll drop FP, and I think there's a restore point, yeah, right here, so we're good. Cool. Now, there is this little pipe over here, but we can't do anything with it just yet. We'll have to come back for that. And we get the scary music. Better go ahead and save. I am going to switch back to Goombario, who I usually like to keep out anyway, just in case we run into anything new. There will be a few new enemies that we can fight in here as well. So I'm definitely going to want to keep him around. And hey, Black Koopa. Whoa, Mario, what the? Oh, we're in a world of hurt. Mario's here already. I gotta tell the leader. Red Koopa! Yeah, man. Can't you, like, install some surveillance or something around here? Well, don't mind me. I'm just gonna invite myself in. Got some red shells in the water. Got a red boy right here. There we go. I kept expecting him to try and attack me. And we do have a new enemy here. We've got the Bob-omb. This is a Bob-omb. Bob-ombs are pretty temperamental, and they get steaming mad when you attack them. Max HP is 3, attack power is 1, defense power is 0. You better not jump on them when they're angry or they'll blow up in your face. In fact, stay away from them entirely. Attack them from a distance with items like hammers, or you can send in other things like shells. If they attack when angry, they'll charge in and explode, so you better take care of them before they blow. Yeah, don't hit Bob-ombs unless you are prepared to take them out that turn. Otherwise, they'll blow up on you. And the second hit to take them out, you need to make sure is using something that doesn't make contact. Either use a hammer or use a shell with Koops. Cooper, sorry. Don't use Goombario or your jump on them, basically. There we go. A little too early, I think. So, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna head bonk him. That'll get him mad. Then we'll go in with the hammer, although I guess it didn't really matter, he was the last opponent. He could have just blown up on Goombario and it wouldn't have mattered at all. In fact, it would have been pretty funny, so maybe I'll do that next time. But that will get us a fortress key that we will immediately use. And luckily those go into your key item slot rather than taking up an inventory space. And we do have more dudes here, so we'll go ahead and hammer you. And we'll hammer you again. And here we will do nothing, because otherwise he would explode on me, and I wouldn't appreciate that. Actually, you know what? Here, we'll do this. Just because I said I would. And then we'll have Goombario just go in and head bonk the guy. So you can damage your party members. It doesn't come up very often, but your party members can get damaged. And when they are damaged, they are out for however much they are damaged by. So you just have to be a little bit careful of that. It usually doesn't come into play very often, though. So we'll do nothing here, because I don't want him blowing up on me. There we go. So that's the timing I need to use on that. We'll just go ahead and hammer. I could save Goombario the pain, but yeah, he deserves it. No, don't do nothing. Or change member. Head bonking. Also, that's just a really funny image. I did get a lot of gold, by the way, while I was running back and forth trying to get all the Chuck Quizmos, so we have quite a lot of money. Ha! Let's see the great Mario get any farther now. Hello! It's me! Ah, Mario, you don't try any, you'll never find your way through this fortress. Looks like there might be some fighting here. How exciting. See ya. Alright. Yeah, I had a feeling. Should have just spin dashed at him, but oh well. So we'll knock that guy over, I guess. Wow, I am comprised of fail. At least that guy's pretty easy to block. There we go. I just actually have to pay a little bit more attention. As I don't do it. Oh boy. I was doing so well earlier. Off screen. I have the footage, I could show it, but like, why would I? It's just the Let's Play curse. As soon as you start doing stuff that is actually being viewed by other people, you just start doing worse. Unfortunately. But that's okay. We'll just make it work anyway. Yeah, that guy just shows that, like, we do get a way to break these walls earlier, but that guy just demonstrates that there's another way in here to completely bypass that. I don't know why they put that in, frankly, but it's a thing. Oh, we do also have the Fire Flower that we could use to do 3 damage to all opponents if we felt like we needed it. I don't really feel like we need it, so I'm not that concerned, but we do have it. Alright, now you're gonna do nothing. And then we'll go ahead and have you head bonk. And hammer. And this is just how we will deal with these guys. Although I guess it doesn't matter what order I do it in now, but whatever. I'm taking far more damage in these fights than I need to be, because I'm just failing in the action commands, but oh well. And you'll notice that I only get 1 star point per enemy now. That's because I am over-leveled for this area. But oh well. So yeah, you can just kind of squeeze in right there. You get the power bounce. Jumps on one enemy continuously until you miss an action command. This is the most powerful badge in the game, and I don't think I'm probably going to use it because it's going to require a lot of good timing that I'm not going to be able to do very well. So I will go ahead and switch off Dizzy Attack for it, but I don't expect to really use it much. Hey buddy. I don't actually know if attacking you was even necessary, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh my god. Alright, well this is going to take more rounds than it needed to. But that's okay, as long as I can actually avoid damage, it doesn't matter how many rounds it takes. It just means it takes more time. Oh shit. Well, now he's mad. So he's gonna do 2 damage instead. That still counts as beating him though, so I still get the star points, but oh well. Yeah, so we can't get that either. There's a couple of things that we're gonna need to get once we can blow stuff up. We can't get into there until we get a key, and I don't think in this case that particular guy is carrying the key. Although I guess he must be, because we can't get up there either. So he must be carrying the key. Fair enough. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna Fire Flower. This is quite a bit of a waste, but I don't feel like dealing with it, so I'm just not gonna. Especially when I then mess up the jump anyway. Jeez, okay, sure. Now, I don't think there will be any new opponents in this place until we defeat, well, until we're actually going up against bosses. So one thing I could be doing is switching back to Koopa, who has a move that will hit all ground enemies. However, doing that means that I don't have a second person who can jump on Koopas, who are very prevalent here, nor will I have the ability to, well, and hitting all ground enemies doesn't really help me when a lot of those ground enemies will then just explode on my face. Alright, let's see if we can do this proper. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that'll get that guy flipped. And then we'll flip this guy. There we go. Now I'm doing it right. And then as long as we keep jumping on these guys, they'll never flip back over. Or I'll fail. Sure, whatever. Well, we'll just hit you real quick. Flip you back over, do a little bit of damage while we're at it, and hammer time. And there we go. Now we will get a very, very useful badge later for these kind of fights called the Power Quake. And or the Quake Hammer, I should say. By combining Quake Hammer and Power Shell, you can take out most groups of ground enemies really, really fast. Just with the cost of some MP. Or FP, I should say. I've been playing too much Final Fantasy lately. But we don't have that yet, nor do we even have access to it yet, so we'll just have to not worry about it. Flip you over. Do a little bit of damage. And hammer time. Alright, one more to go. Hey, buddy. There we go. Alright, so we'll just flip you over as well and start some head bonks, which I completely mistimed that. You know what? I have some FP. Let's actually show off the power jump. I don't think it's going to go very well, but let's demonstrate it. Went better than expected, honestly. For some context, the timing I have found is that I need to be hitting it right as Mario/Goombario starts to fall in their jump. However, the more hits you do of power jump, the tighter the timing gets. Much like in Mario RPG. So, when you're working with a delay already, the timing is already a little bit rough to work with. This is a pretty cool little trap because you can just keep jumping over it. Which will eventually make it explode into coins. Now, this doesn't work repeatedly. You can only do it, I think, you can only do it once. But it's pretty cool, if you don't know about that. Oh, those last couple ones do get pretty tough, especially when you have some input delay. But it's fun. It's a fun little mechanic that I'm really glad that they have in the game. And I really didn't know about it when I was younger. I did learn about it eventually. Like it's not one of those things that I learned about as an adult. I know that, but it's definitely not something that they just kind of let you know about immediately. Now there is also this side over here where we can see a bunch of people trapped in a cell with another cracked wall. Can't really do anything with that just yet, so we won't worry about it. But we do have a key now, which will allow us to come back up here. Hopefully this guy hasn't respawned. He has not. And we can use the fortress key to go this way. Alright, this is perfect. I think. Do you think? Whoa, looks like Mario's here. Alright, bud. Well, before we go up, let's see what there is if we go over. There's another wall we can blow up that way. And there's a door we can go through over here, which leads to a save block. Which, looking at the time, I think this is actually probably a good spot to call it for this episode. We are more or less about halfway through this place. It's a pretty short dungeon. But I think that'll do for right now. In our next episode, hopefully I do a little bit better on my action commands, looking at my HP and FP right now. And we will continue going through Koopa Bros Fortress. But I will see you guys there.